And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Clinton Junior High School in Clinton, Illinois, as we are here for state championship volleyball. That's right, it's the 7th grade Class 1A state championship game for the Illinois Elementary School Association. The Southeastern Suns and the Pontiac St. Mary's Saints going to do battle for the championship here this afternoon. I'm Dwayne Hewlett. Devin Wagner alongside on the camera once again. We want to thank everybody for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And the state tournament coverage is brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales of Augusta and also on East Jackson Street in Macomb. They can hook you up with an SUV, a car, a truck, a Jeep. You need it, they can get it for you if they don't already have it. Check out their inventory at lbsellscars.com. So we're just about 3.5 minutes left in warm-ups for the Suns. Then we'll have 6 minutes of warm-ups for the Pontiac St. Mary's Saints. Just as we've done in our previous broadcast, I want to tell you this pregame show is brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Kelly Webster is already in the live chat. We love it. Get in the live chat early and often. Support your favorite team, and that goes for any Pontiac St. Mary's team fans that might be watching as well. It is free, so hopefully we'll have some of those folks on also. But hop in there. Tell your favorite player where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We love to see it when people are in Washington or Florida or Ohio or Kansas, whatever it may be. So hop into that live chat and let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Specific players, teams, whichever is great from where we stand. Before we get into this contest, we do want to tell you that the Carthage Blue Girls lost their semifinal game to Bloomington Corpus Christi in a close one, 25-22, 25-21. They are apparently still playing their third-place game, so not sure. Maybe before the end of this, obviously, we should be able to find out what the score is there for the Carthage Blue Girls, who are playing Brimfield for the Class 2A third-place position. We'll take a look at how everything is shaken out here at Clinton. As I said, the Pontiac St. Mary's Saints are playing against the Southeastern Suns for the tournament championship. This is for all the marbles, as they like to say. Pontiac St. Mary's defeated Kewanee Visitation in 3 sets, 25-14, 22-25, 25-10, to find their way here today. Yesterday, they beat Hartsburg-Emden 26-24, 25-22 in a game that Jennifer Hayes and her squad from Hartsburg-Emden had leads in both of those games, including 24-21 or 24-22, I believe, in the first set. And Pontiac St. Mary's able to come back in that. So we want to take a look at the rest of what Pontiac St. Mary's has done in their road to the championship game. They were in sectional number 1, regional number 2. That regional was played at Pontiac St. Mary's, and they were the number 1 seed in that regional. They beat St. Anne 25-11, 25-9, and then Donovan in the championship game 25-16, 25-23. And in that sectional 1 that was held at St. Mary's also, they defeated Lockport Taft to get to the state tournament. 21-2 is where the Pontiac St. Mary's Saints come into this contest. The Southeastern Suns come in at 16-1. The Suns, to this point, have beaten 2 undefeated teams to make it to the championship round. They beat 20-0 St. Michael, or 21-0 St. Michael's on Friday afternoon. 25-18, 25-13 before beating Ottawa Marquette 25-8, 25-7. Ottawa Marquette was 22-0 when they beat them this morning. So if they are able to win a championship, Southeastern is going to have to beat 3 20-win teams here in this tournament. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and Ron Elby Auto Sales, Ron Elby Auto Sales of Augusta and Macomb, coverage of the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state tournament here from Clinton, Illinois. We'll be back right after this.
I'm a pretty calm, cool, and collective guy, but... Sorry, what's your name? Yeah, Evan. Hi, Evan. Yeah, we have no internet. Nothing. I don't know. It just stopped working.
The internet is down.
I know, I'm on the phone with them. No, that was my wife.
I can't get online again.
Yeah, I'm talking to Evan. No, my daughter, my wife. Okay, can you guys not talk? Sorry. Yes, we have the white boxes. I see one. They got horns on them.
It's the one with the horns.
Yes, I see one. We have 11 of those.
I was on the phone and I got disconnected.
Okay, it's not about you. We switched our broadband service provider. Devin put in 11, Evan. How are we supposed to know which one's 7 and which one?
I thought it was Devin.
Who's Devin?
I got no service. Honey, you're blocking.
You can't stand there. You're blocking it. Don't block it. And the best part, I never have to speak to Evan or Devin ever again.
I think this one's 11.
11? We're not looking for 11. No, are we looking for 7, Evan, or 11? We have 2 next to each other. That's bad. 2 white boxes. Evan?
And welcome back to Clinton, Illinois for the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state championship game. Coverage of this game being brought to you by Mudd Insurance Group. They specialize in insuring homes, autos, farms, farm equipment, small businesses, boats, wave runners, ATVs, motorcycles, along with special events and much, much more. Call Mudd Insurance Group at 217-842-9200, located at the 4-way stop in Bowen, or go to their website, www.muddinsurancegroup.com. Live life knowing you are covered. And also Adams Experts, looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair service? Look no further. You can just call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. Also want to thank some of our other sponsors who bring great coverage, or what we hope is great coverage, to the surrounding area. Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP, seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area, and as a customer, they will take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. And Yetter Farm Equipment with facilities in Colchester and Macomb, Illinois, is an agricultural equipment manufacturer that has been in business since 1930 and is currently hiring. Start a new career with the excellent benefits and starting hourly wages of $18 to $24 per hour. For more information, call 309-776-4111 or visit them online at www.yetterco.com/careers. So a couple minutes away from getting ready with the national anthem, I don't think they'll do a national anthem, probably just starting lineups here, as we've already did the national anthem this morning. Can't tell you some stats from the first contest, unofficial, of course, because they are mine. 10 kills, 10 points, including 2 aces and a block for Kara Stevens, who at this point has been the MVP of this tournament. I don't know that they give that away, but if they did, she would be it. Morgan Wilcox has 5 service points, 1 including an ace and 4 kills in that game this morning. Jalen Van Beck had 2 aces out of her 9 service points. Tegan Rigg had 4 kills. Kylie Putnam had 3 points. Ryan Allred had an ace and 6 points. And Elizabeth Hubbard served out the game as she served points 24 and 25 and set number 2 for match points to give her team the victory in the semifinal round. So it's about time to get underway here from Clinton, Illinois, to tell you that the third place game went to Kewanee Visitation in dominant fashion, 25-12, 25-14, as they defeated Ottawa Marquette, who came into the day undefeated. They will finish 22-2. The Kewanee Visitation Squad will finish 18-3. 18-2 on the season. So, 2 teams in the state of Illinois in 7th grade 1A volleyball will finish with a win. One of them is Kewanee Visitation. The other is either going to be Southeastern or St. Mary's, and we're going to figure that out in just a few seconds here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hewlett. Devin Wagner is alongside as he gets ready to bring you all the action on the camera, and we're getting ready for the lineups to be announced, so we will let you hear that as soon as they get everybody into their positions and get ready to go. We will have the awards ceremony after the game, and we'll talk to at least Coach Kerr, so give us a little time after the game, but we will have all that stuff and make sure that you get to see that. And here's the starting lineups.
First, the home team on the scoreboard, Augusta Southeastern. Number 17, Kara Stevens. Number 18, Morgan Wilcox. Number 19, Jalen Van Beck. Number 23, Tegan Rigg. Number 34, Kylie Putnam. Number 42, Ryan Albin. Now the visitors on the scoreboard, Pontiac St. Mary's. Number 2, Devin Brummel. Number 5, Alexis Lipner. Number 38, Mallory Meshing. Number 18, Mckenna Woodcock. Number 20, Trinity Cheek. Number 25, Leah Clement.
So there is the starting lineups for today's contest. Bevan Brummel, number 3. Number 5, Alexis Legner. Number 38, the libero, Mallory Mashing. Number 18, Mckenna Woodcock. Number 20, Trinity Cheek. Number 25, Leah Clement. And number 29, Nevaeh Vogt will be the starters. And, of course, the starters, the same usual suspects for the Suns. Kara Stevens, number 17. Number 18, Morgan Wilcox. Number 19, Jalen Van Beck. Number 23, Tegan Rigg. Number 34, Kylie Putnam. And number 42, Ryan Allred. 21-2 Saints and 16-1 Suns ready to do battle for the state championship of IESA 7th grade, Class 1A. Should be a fun one, as both these teams pretty skilled. The name you're going to hear a lot hitting the ball for the Saints, probably going to be Trinity Cheek. She's kind of their leader, and a pretty cool handshake going on behind the play for the Saints, but it's pretty much over now, unfortunately. I was going to have Devin show it, but I didn't catch it soon enough. I saw it in the last game. They do it every game between Cheek and Woodcock back there doing a rather extensive handshake. And Van Beck is going to be back to serve first as we get underway here from Clinton, Illinois. And the sun's shining in the back windows, so we'll keep it, try to make it as good as we can. And then they're going to call an ace right off the bat for Van Beck. A little bit of a drop serve there, and the Saints not ready for it. Van Beck going back to serve again. These two teams both serve pretty well. Cheek with it. It's going to be set near side. A partial block off Stevens. The hit by number 29, Nevaeh Vogt, gets a kill. And a side out for the Saints. Vogt back to serve now for the Saints. Nice hard low serve. Stevens is there. It's going to go out of bounds. And Coach Kerr says, don't even try, ladies. It's not. It's in the bench. So Vogt gets a ace as well and a point, and the Saints lead 2-1. Staying on serve currently. That's deep and out of play. A service error results in a tie score, and Tegan Rigg going back to serve now for the Suns. 2-2 is the score. Set number 1, state championship game between the Suns and the Saints. Hard, low serve right at Cheek. Vogt sets. It's off the block of Stevens. It's going to go to the net. Nobody can get there. That was a kill for Bevan Brummel. Back to serve number 5 is Alexis Legner. Stevens, and nobody communicates. Allred and Wilcox thought the other one was going to go get it, and neither of them did, and it's a point for Legner and a 2-point lead for the Saints here in set number 1. Short and out. Actually never got over the net, so service error. And back to serve will be Kylie Putnam for the Suns. Her team trailing by 1. Short serve is going to be an overpass and out of bounds, an ace for Putnam. And we're knotted back at 4. Still on serve again to see if the Suns can get a lead here, but they cannot. A service error is a little bit of a mishit. And Putnam shakes her hand afterwards. That one hurt the fingers. Checking in to serve will be the libero, Mallory Marshing for the Saints. She throws one up, and she hits it into the net. Maybe a little bit of nerves for these two squads right now as a side out gets Stevens back to the service line. She had 9 service points in this morning's contest. We'll see if she can get things righted and go in the right direction for the Suns, and she does as Cheek kind of misjudges that. I'm not going to call that an ace, but we'll give Stevens a service point, obviously. And the Suns have a lead again at 6-5. They did lead 1-0. Another serve. This time it goes at Legner. Vogt sets to Cheek. Cheek puts it across. Stevens with a dig. Wilcox with a hit. Dug back there by Legner. That's going to be Marshing pushing it across. Putnam, back row attack coming from Stevens. Off the arm of Legner, and a kill for Stevens, and she'll get the point as well. She did that on several occasions in the morning game where she got the kill on her own serve. She has been a fierce back row attack specialist here in this state tournament. Here's another serve for Kara Stevens. It's going to be dug by Legner. Cheek. Now Brummel sends it across. Rigg is there. Van Beck to Stevens, and it goes off the block of Cheek. A blocking error for Cheek, a kill for Stevens, and a third straight point for Stevens as well. Cheek is very good in the front row. She will get hers, and Cheek goes back to receive that serve. Vote a bump set. It's going to be Brummel sending it across. Stevens is there. Van Beck's going to go middle to Wilcox. It's dug by Legner. Brummel, Cheek bumps it across. Stevens is there, goes to the net, comes out of the net, and a passing error results in a side out for the Saints. And back to serve will be Bevan Brummel for the Saints. 8-6 the score. Brummel's serve is low and in the nets. That had trouble written all over it. If that was about 2 inches higher, that would have been a perfect let serve, but alas, it was not, and Wilcox goes back to serve for the Suns. Deep middle. Vogt is there, and it goes off Vogt's arms. That was an extremely passable ball. Unfortunately, she just missed it a bit, and a timeout on the floor is going to be charged to the Saints. We'll take one as well. 10-6, Suns lead here in the championship game.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Welcome back to Clinton, Illinois, IESA 7th grade, Class 1A state championship game. Suns lead the Pontiac St. Mary's Saints 10-6. Suns have the serve. Wilcox got her first service point just moments before the timeout called by the Saints. And they use every ounce of that timeout. That seems like something we have not seen very much of late. Coach Betty Murphy taking complete advantage of that full timeout. Wilcox serve goes to Marshing, rolls up her arms, and it's going to be a point again for Wilcox. Serve again. This time it's Brummel running in and losing it. We'll give her an ace on that one. Wilcox struggling a little bit with the ground ball there. 12-6 the score. Suns with the lead. She's up to serve again. Short. Vogt goes to get it. It's going to be bumped across by Cheek. Putnam's there. Van Beck to Rigg. She tips it. Vogt coming up as Brummel to bump set. Cheek, and it got a touch, I believe, off of Rigg, and it kind of threw it off as Stevens couldn't react to it quick enough. And it's 12-7. Going back to serve will be Cheek for the Saints. Deep and in, just barely. A great placed serve for Trinity Cheek, and she gets a service point and an ace and cuts the lead to 12-8. Shorter on this one. Wilcox goes across, overpass. Brummel to Vogt. Putnam's there. Allred sends it across, and then, as Ned Eckert likes to say, that's campfire defense. Everybody stood around. It fell right in the middle of them, unfortunately, for the Saints. And they side out, and Allred goes back to serve for the Suns. Marshing struggling, and they're going to call an illegal hit on that one. And Ryan Allred going to get the point, and we'll give her an ace. Probably a little generous on the ace, but we'll give it to her. Deep this time, right at Legner. Now Cheek from the back row. Stevens is there. Van Beck going to go to Rigg. She's going to tip it into the corner, and a great placement. Great placement by Rigg. Absolutely phenomenal placement. And it's 15-8. Allred serving again deep, and it's out. Just barely out by about 6 inches to a foot. Marshing turned to look to make sure it was. Checking in for the Saints, going to be number 18, Mckenna Woodcock. She plays back row only. Stevens, Van Beck, Putnam, dug by Vogt, bumped by Brummel. Legner's going to send it across. Stevens is there. Van Beck, back row attack coming for Stevens. Cheek gets it. It's going to go out of bounds. A kill for Kara Stevens, her third, and a side out for the Suns, and Van Beck going back to serve. Jalen Van Beck has one service point. She started, so we've made a complete rotation now. Here comes the start of the rotation number 2. Woodcock an overpass, and then Stevens had a wide open overpass to feed the Bear, but the Bear let it go. Just a little bit too long on the attack. Let it get a little bit too far behind her, and Vogt goes back to serve now with her team trailing 16-10, excuse me. And an ace for Vogt. Gives her 2 points and 2 aces. She served early in this one. Her first service was a point. There's another one. Van Beck. Rigg, far side to Stevens. Dug by Cheek. Vogt comes up. Brummel now comes to the net. And Brummel comes under the net. And a side out for the Suns. Stevens was there. The Suns, as Coach Kerr talked about, playing a single blocker and everybody else dropping back, but Stevens is good enough to get all the way across and block from side to side. Cheek sends it over, and Wilcox can't get there. Let serve, or let hit, and Cheek's going to get the kill from the back row. Good hit, and it just hesitated on the net long enough. Legner back to serve now for the Saints. 17-12 is the score. Saints hanging in there. Van Beck's going to do an overpass. Cheek is there. Vogt now is going to set Cheek. She's going to have to push it deep. Van Beck. Now it's going to be Stevens on the attack, and it's out. Stevens trying to get a little bit fancy maybe. Coach Kerr comes and talks to her right there. Maybe just that, saying don't have to paint the lines too much. Just make sure we get it in. Legner is going to serve again. This one is Van Beck. Wilcox on the hit. Legner gets it. Woodcock. Now it's going to be Brummel bumping it across. Van Beck. Now Riggs going to push it. Woodcock is there. Vogt comes up. Sets near side to Brummel. It's going to be an illegal hit by Putnam. And another point for Legner. And a timeout charge to the Suns. This game being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And after the timeout, the Saints going to serve. Legner serving again. She's got 3 service points now. Rigg, Stevens, back to Rigg on a back row attack. Legner's there. Vogt sets near side to Brummel. Brummel pushes it across. Van Beck's there. Rigg now to Stevens. Stevens blocked in a big way by Cheek, but they're going to call an illegal hit. And a point for Legner. She's up to 4 points, and it's a 2-point lead now for the Suns. Van Beck, Stevens, Wilcox. Woodcock goes down to grit it, but Wilcox is going to get the kill. Her first of the set. A side out for the Suns, and they lead 18-15. Putnam going back to serve now. Deep. Woodcock is there. Cheek on the attack, and that's what we saw her do throughout this tournament as well. She's going to get the kill, her second, and a side out. It's 18-16. Marshing going back to serve now for the Saints. Van Beck is there. Stevens, Van Beck from the back row. Legner comes up to get it. It's going to be a set by Cheek, pushed across by Brummel. Riggs going to bump it across on a second hit. Vogt now is going to set middle to Van Beck. It's pushed across. Wilcox goes to get it. Stevens now gets it. Brummel. Vogt back to Brummel. And it's into the net, a hitting error. And a side out for the Suns, and a great job by Stevens again to get one over the net that looked like it might not get there. And it's 19-16, and Stevens goes back to serve again. She has 3 service points and 3 kills. It's going to be Vogt pushing it across with a free ball. Rigg is there. Van Beck, back row attack coming to Stevens. It's off the arms of Legner, and a kill for Stevens. A point for Stevens, and 20-16 is the score for the Suns. Stevens back to serve one more time. Short, right at Cheek. To the net it goes. It's tipped across, and into the net was number 12, Carly Vitztham. And a point for Stevens. And a timeout's going to be called by the Saints. We'll take one as well. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
And we're back here to Clinton, Illinois, the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state championship game. Southeastern Suns and St. Mary's Saints. Pontiac St. Mary's. Suns lead 21-16. They have the serve. Kara Stevens has served 5 service points, has 4 kills here in set number 1. Cheek barely able to get to it. A good job of Vogt to get it up and over. Now it's going to come a free ball as Cheek attacked. And then it's going to go into the net. A little bit of miscommunication again, and a point for the Suns. Stevens serves again. Cheek is there. Better pass this time. Vogt. Attack coming from Cheek. Van Beck's going to push it across, and that could have very well been a lift. And they did not call it. I totally expected that to be a lift, but Van Beck's going to get a kill. And another service point for Stevens. And the Suns lead 23-16. Stevens serving again. Low, and an ace for Kara Stevens. 8 points, her first ace. Set 1. Point is going to go. Well, good job of Legner to get to it. Can Marcia get it across? She can. What a job by the Saints to get that across. Now, that's in. A kill ends it. The 5th kill of the set. The 9th point of the set for Stevens. And the Southeastern Suns win set number 1, 25-16. And they are 1 set away from a state championship. We'll take a break, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after a word from some of our sponsors.
In a small community like ours, shopping locally can make a big difference. Did you know you can shop locally for your home internet? While you're powering your devices with super fast fiber internet, you also get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Every dollar you spend on our services goes to making our town a better place to live, work, and play. You're helping us support local education, build a stronger sense of community, and keep money right here in our local economy. Thank you for choosing your local internet provider. We're proud to keep you connected.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
And welcome back to Clinton, Illinois, IESA 7th grade Class 1A state championship. We'll take a look real quick and see if I can see what Carthage did in the 3rd place game. Carthage lost the 3rd place game, 25-22, 25-23. Man, 2 tough fought losses today for Carthage. So Carthage Blue Girls will end the season in 4th place in Class 2A. Live chat is blowing up. I'm sorry I've been a little busy, folks. I have not been able to get a good look at it, but I want to say hello again to Pastor Tom. Tiffany Hubbard is watching as well. Patty Clark says, "Let's go Suns." Rudy Kempen is watching. Jeannie Higgins is watching. Shine on Suns. Babe Highland. Lynn Watkins. Muhammad is getting deleted. Lynn Watkins says, "Come on, Suns, play our game." Kimberly Bartimus is watching as well. And the Suns, with about 30 seconds to go in between games here, is 1 set away from a state championship. And we'll reset this. Suns get the set win, and we are ready to go. Back to serve first. This time, though, for the Saints will be number 29, Nevaeh Vogt, and she's going to start things off with an ace. She had 3 aces now. She's got 3 points, and all of them are aces. And the Saints trying to rebound here and force this to 3 sets. Vogt serve is deep. Allred is there, though. Stevens now on the attack. Cheek with the dig. Brummel. Legner's going to push it across. Rigg after the set from Stevens. Brummel with a nice dig. It's going to come to the net, and then into the net goes Legner. Not a whole lot. The pass went right to the net. Not a whole lot they could do about it. And a side out, and Tegan Rigg is going to go back to serve now. Tegan's parents nice enough to come on board with us for this state tournament. And Cheek that's in. That's a good call. Cheek bumps that across. Yeah, I was going to say that was in. There's no doubt about that. Cheek did a good job of getting that across. And back to serve is going to be Legner now. She's got 4 service points for the Saints. Short serve, and it's going to be an ace. Give her 5. It's her first ace, though. 3-1. Saints with their biggest lead of the match so far, 2. Legner serving again. And that one lands right on the line. Wilcox thought it was out. She waved off of it, and it falls right on the line. Legner back to serve. Short. Van Beck is there. Stevens now is going to set it out to Wilcox. Wilcox on the attack. Vogt. Cheek is going to bump it. Now Legner is going to have to send a free ball across. Van Beck is there. Rigg sets middle to Stevens. Right at Cheek. She digs it. Vogt now goes to the middle. No, it's Cheek in the front row. That was Legner in the back, excuse me. Off the block abuses the block that time of Cheek. And Stevens, who was blocked once in the first set, went right back at it. And that time she abused the block and gets the kill. It's 4-2. Deep serve. Legner goes back to get it from Putnam. Oh, good job to try and get it up. Who is that? Woodcock down there. And Legner went after it as well. They didn't get it across, but great hustle for the Saints. And Putnam's going to get the point. Gives her second. And they're going to make a sub as coming out is going to be number 25, Clement. I didn't see what number 4 came in. That is Harper Francis. Putnam served deep. Legner has to come up. It floated on her and fell short. And another point for the Suns, and they have it tied at 4 now. Putnam gets her 3rd service point. Another deep serve. Legner's there. Vogt comes to it. It's going to be pushed across, and Stevens, Brummel pushed it off of Stevens' block, and Stevens couldn't get out to do anything with it. So Brummel gets the kill. That'll be her first kill. No, her second kill, excuse me. And Marshing goes back to serve, her team leading 5-4. Deep serve is out. It is, and a side out. And that's kind of what bit the Saints in the first set until once the Suns kind of took advantage. But they had 3 or 4 service errors as Stevens goes back to serve now for the Suns. Marshing is there. Nice pass. Vogt comes to get it. It's going to go to the net. Pushed across. Stevens is there. Now it's going to be a back row attack from Stevens off of Legner. Marshing tracks it down. They're going to get it across. Stevens is there. Van Beck's going to go to Wilcox this time. Wilcox on the attack. It's blocked by Vitztham, but she got into the net. I think it was Vitztham. It could have been Cheek. I'm not real sure. I couldn't see the number, but it is a point for Stevens nonetheless, her 10th. Let's serve. Cheek comes up. A good job. Vogt now. And it's going to be nobody comes to get it. Again, they just kind of have a miscommunication. And the Suns lead 7-5. Stevens to serve again. Cheek is there. Comes over. And Wilcox just mistimes the jump. A side out on the overpass. Like you feed a bear, you throw them a fish, and sometimes they don't catch it on the first try, and that's what happened. Brummel gets the serve now. It's low. It's going to come across, and it goes to Vogt. Now it sets middle to Cheek. Cheek's dug by Putnam. Allred's going to bump it across. Vogt, Brummel, bump set to Cheek. She hits it again. Back there is Rigg. It's an overpass, but it's going to be set again to Cheek. Now Stevens, a back row attack. It's going to be deep and out of play. Brummel's going to get the service point, and she'll be back to serve again. Knotted at 7 now. Putnam, back row to Stevens now from Van Beck, and that goes off. They're going to get it across. And again, Wilcox just mistimes the jump and gives the Saints a lead, a hitting error, and Brummel to serve again. Stevens dives down to get a low dropping serve. It's an overpass, but now Vogt's going to be on the attack. Stevens is there. Van Beck. Now Stevens is going to send a bump across. Brummel sets Cheek, and it's out. Knots us at 8 now. Wilcox back to serve for the Suns. She has 3 service points, an ace, and 1 kill thus far unofficially. So we're reaching the halfway point of set number 2, tied 8-8. And a nice short serve and an ace for Wilcox. And I want to give the up official credit right there. She did not flinch, and that ball couldn't have been more than 6 inches from her face as it went by, but she didn't flinch. 9-8's the score. The Suns with the lead. Wilcox is serving, and not sure what we're talking about. Oh, tying a shoe. That's what we're doing. Legner needed a shoe tied. I was looking around trying to figure out what they were doing. The officials are usually doing something when they stop play like that, and they weren't doing anything. I had to figure it out. Vogt on an overpass. Rigg. Vogt again. It's going to be tipped across. And Brummel is going to get the kill just out of sheer luck almost. That's her 3rd. Cheek going back to serve now for the Saints. Not tied at 9 now. Cheek's serve is in the net, a service error. I said it a little bit ago, service errors I think were the biggest difference in that first set. Now Allred back to serve. She has 1 service point, which was an ace, and she's going to get another one. (11-9). Suns with a 2-point advantage now. Deep serve and out. Legner, nope, Woodcock going to be in to serve. Mckenna Woodcock in to serve now with her team trailing by 1, 11-10. Wilcox, Van Beck, back row to Rigg, and she's going to get the kill. Tegan Rigg gets the kill. Tegan's 2nd. Now she's going to be, nope, Van Beck is back to serve, excuse me. Cheek is there on a serve receive. Brummel. Vogt pushes it across. Stevens is going to push it across, and Legner got a hand on it, really took it away, but that's a kill of the soft variety for Stevens, her 7th. Van Beck gets the point, her 2nd. 13-10. Stevens pushed back across by Legner. Stevens a bump set back to Rigg, and Rigg will get the kill. A set assist for Stevens with the bump set. Rigg gets her 3rd kill, and it's 14-10 Suns. The largest lead of set number 2 thus far. Van Beck back to serve again. It's her 3rd service point that time. Brummel's going to push it across. Wilcox. Van Beck to Stevens. On the attack, it's dug by Woodcock, and Legner was in the net, but I'm going to give her a kill anyway, simply because that was not going to be usable. Van Beck gets a point. It's 15-10, and the Saints take another timeout. This championship game is being brought to you by Ramsey Financial Services Incorporated is dedicated to providing excellent service with a competitive premium for all your insurance needs, whether it's life, farm, crop, auto, home, business, or health. Give us a call at one of our 7 locations in Bowen, Carthage, Nauvoo, Macomb, Bushnell, La Harpe, or Monmouth. Good luck to all area teams. Also, Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on 2 staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. That's BRKLEYBILLSCO. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more Barkley Bills Co. hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes during your postseason run. Van Beck back to serve again. Cheek comes to get it. Brummel, nice hit across by Francis, and an illegal hit called on the Suns. Francis gets the kill. And the side out, more importantly, for the Saints. Vote to serve. Wilcox. Stevens bumps it across on the free ball. Cheek is back there. Brummel on the attack, and she's going to get the kill. Brummel gets her 3rd kill. Vote gets her 4th point, and it's a 15-12 game. Vote serve. Wilcox. Rigg pushes it across middle to Putnam. It's dug by Vote. Francis pushes it across. Stevens now is going to send it. Cheek comes up to get it. Vote's going to set middle to Legner. Legner's going to loft it across. Rigg is there. Van Beck, middle to Stevens. Against the block, through the block, and onto the floor. Stevens gets her 9th kill and a side out for the Suns. 16-12. Rigg back to serve now. Low, hard serve. Brummel's there. Now it's going to be tipped across. Oh, and what a job to get that off the ground, but it's going to be a kill for Stevens, her 10th. But a great job to try to do something with that by the Saints, but it's 17-12. 8 points from a state championship for the Suns. Rigg serve. Going to be Francis bumping across and deep out of play. 18-12. Rigg gets her 2nd service point of the set and of the match. She's going to try for 3 in a row here. A 6-point lead for the Suns. Cheek comes to get it. It's trouble. Vogt gets it up, and it's going to go across by Cheek. Now it's going to be an overpass by Allred. Cheek now is going to give it to Legner, who has to bump it across. Allred's there again. Bump set from Rigg to Stevens. Now it's going to come to the net, and Stevens going to get the kill. Unofficially 11. I may be a little generous with the kills. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 19-12. Suns with the lead over the Saints in the state championship game. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more. I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to the Clifton Junior High School in Clinton, Illinois. Clinton Junior High School in Clinton, Illinois. This game being brought to you by the Watering Hole. Hey, how about some folks from the Watering Hole? If you're watching the game down there, tag our Facebook page and let us know that you're watching and show us the view you're watching from. We do like to do that on our Facebook page now if we get a chance. Somebody, I know that Trent Barkley did that last night, so if you get the chance to tag us and put us on Facebook with you as a tag your seat here. As Rigg serves again, a let serve. It's going to come across on an overpass. Rigg comes up. Stevens on the attack. It's dug by Woodcock. It goes to the net, and another kill for Stevens. An unsettable dig. Could have easily been a passing error, probably. Rigg gets her 3rd service point, 4th actually. And she's going to serve it into the net that time, a service error. But it's 20-13. And back to serve is Legner for the Saints. Short serve. Van Beck is there. Stevens is going to set out to Wilcox. Wilcox on the attack. Woodcock with a nice dig. Nice pass. Comes to Cheek. Cheek off the fingertips of the block of Stevens. Cheek's going to get a kill. That's her third kill. Legner gets her 7th service point. And we're going to try it again for the Saints. They trail by 6 right now. Legner serve short. Van Beck. Stevens is going to push it across. That's all she could do. Cheek's going to set Francis. Francis on the attack. Allred. Rigg bump set to Stevens. Stevens on the attack. Woodcock is there. Vogt goes to get it. It's going to be pushed across by Legner. Putnam. Rigg. Stevens now on the attack against the block. Right at Woodcock. She gets there. It's going to be over by Cheek and then by Rigg and now Vogt, and it's going to be a free ball by Cheek. Putnam. Rigg's going to set far side, middle to Stevens. It's off the block, dug by Legner. Now Cheek's going to send a free ball across. Going to set middle again to Stevens. Blocked. Stevens pushes it right back. Legner's there. Vogt is going to bring it to the net. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's out. No touch. A hitting error and a side out for the Suns. They lead 21-14. Putnam back to serve now. Cheek is there. Vogt's going to set middle to Cheek. Not a good set, though, and Cheek had to just push it across. Rigg is there. Stevens on the attack now. Woodcock is there. Van Beck. Now it's going to be pushed across by Rigg, and Cheek got there but gets called for the illegal hit. We'll give Rigg a kill, her 4th, a point for Putnam, her 4th, and it's 22-14. 3 points from a state championship. Low hard serve. Woodcock is there. Brummel, what a job to get that off the chair. And a kill for Cheek. And Brummel, how she stayed out of that chair, I do not know, but a great job to stay out of the chair. And coming in to serve is going to be Lily Sipe. No, replacing Francis. Also in the game, number 12, Vitztham. And it's 22-15. Sipe. Stevens going to set to Allred. Allred is short. Legner there. Vogt to Cheek. Dug out of off the floor but into the net. Cheek's going to get another kill. That's 4 kills for Cheek. Sipe gets the point. Sent across by Stevens. Cheek to the hit. Wilcox with a dig. And Cheek's going to get into the net. Can't give Stevens a kill on that one. I think that it might have been usable. So Stevens is going to go back to serve. Her team needs 2 points for a state championship. Stevens has 11 service points here in the match. Deep, Legner's there. Vogt now to set far side to Brummel. Brummel on the attack. Putnam. Van Beck goes back row. Stevens on the hit. Marshing is there. Vogt's going to bump it across. Wilcox going to push it. Push deep by Cheek. Now it's going to be Stevens again on the hit. And she's going to get a kill. Match point. State championship point for the Southeastern Suns. Stevens to serve. Kara Stevens. Marshing is there. Vogt. It's going to be a free ball by Brummel. Stevens. Van Beck. Middle, far side to Allred, and it's a state championship off the hand of Allred, and the Southeastern Suns are your IESA 7th grade Class 1A state champions. (25-16). The Southeastern Suns are your state champions. We'll have the award ceremony as they come. They'll do the Saints first. So what we'll do, folks, is we're going to keep it here, show the Saints, because hopefully we have some Saints folks watching as well. We're going to leave it here so you can see Saints, and we're going to also do the Suns, obviously. And then We will take probably a little bit of an extended break after that, and then we will come back with the interviews that we're going to have after the game. Donna Highland says, let's go Suns. Donna, a graduate of Southeastern. Amy Evers is in the chat. Haven't seen her, I don't think. Gene Higgins. Patty Clark, way to go, girls. Greg Phelps said something and then retracted it. We'll try to zoom in so we can get everybody's faces here as best we can for both sides.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flag area for the presentation of the first and second place team and individual awards for the IESA Volleyball State Finals. Presenting individual medals to the squad members of the first and second place teams will be Mr. Chris Frasco, Assistant Executive Director at the IESA. Let's meet the Saints of Pontiac St. Mary's. Finishes season in second place with a final record of 21 wins and 3 losses. Now here is the school administration, the coaches, players, and managers of Pontiac St. Mary's. Principal, Mrs. Karen Jones. Athletic Director, Mr. Adam Lawrence. Superintendent, Jack Krause. Coach, Betty Murphy. Assistant Coach, Jill Francis. Assistant Coach, Ashton Edwards. And Assistant Coach, Holly Rogers. Now for our players. Number 2, Bevan Brummel. Number 3, Lily Sipe. Number 4, Harper Francis. Number 5, Alexis Legner. Number 38, Mallory Mashing. Number 12, Carly Goodfellow. Number 13, Peyton Rogers. Number 18, Mckenna Woodcock. Number 20, Trinity Cheek. Number 25, Leah Clements. And number 29, Nevaeh Boat. Manager, Samantha Lender. Scorekeeper, Amy Brummel. Statistician, Michelle Mashing. And statistician, Bill Mashing. Now let's meet the Sons of Augusta Southeastern, who finished this season in first place with a record of 17 wins and 1 loss. Here is the school administration, the coaches, players, and managers from Augusta Southeastern. Athletic Director, Mr. Kyle Rigg. Principal, Mrs. Kimberly Harrison. Principal and coach, Mr. Tim Kerr. Assistant coach, Angela Wagner. And now our players, number 11, Elizabeth Hubbard. Number 13, Marissa Henshaw. Number 17, Kara Stevens. Number 18, Morgan Wilcox. Number 19, Jalen Van Beck. Number 23, Tegan Rigg. Number 34, Kylie Putnam. Number 42, Ryan Albin. manager, Evan Wagner. Scorekeeper, Keela Waybell. Now, will the captains of Pontiac St. Mary's come forward to accept their second place trophy. Congratulations on a great season. Will the captains of Augusta Southeastern please come forward to accept your championship trophy. Congratulations to Augusta Southeastern IESA Class 1A 7th grade girls volleyball champion.
So that is the trophy presentations. There'll be some pictures. We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere, folks. Hang out with us. Stay here for a little bit. We're going to have hopefully some of the players and Coach Kerr up here to talk to us. So we'll turn this down and see if we can zoom in on the players getting their pictures taken. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back with some stats and the like, and hopefully some interviews after a word from our sponsors. If you're just tuning in, the Southeastern Suns are the IESA class, or 7th grade class 1A state champions, a 25-16 win over Pontiac St. Mary's. And the Saints finished 22 and 3. The Suns finished 17-1. So we will be back in just a couple minutes with some more from the coaches and players here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I'm a pretty calm.
In a small community like ours, shopping locally can make a big difference. Did you know you can shop locally for your home internet? While you're powering your devices with super fast fiber internet, you also get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Every dollar you spend on our services goes to making our town a better place to live, work, and play. You're helping us support local education, build a stronger sense of community, and keep money right here in our local economy. Thank you for choosing your local internet provider. We're proud to keep you connected.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and make care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
And welcome back here to Clinton Junior High School, the home that the Suns built. Almost. Not really, but it's been a pretty good weekend. Coach Tim Kerr is here with us, and we're going to I thought they were pointing at you.
Oh, okay.
But before I forget, Coach Hayes
yes.
has messaged me several times today.
Okay.
Wanted me to make sure I told you congratulations from the Stags.
Very good. She emailed me today too. We emailed back and forth a couple times, so I appreciate that.
She has been watching at home, I do believe, or wherever she's at.
Right.
And so it's funny how you guys get away from this stuff and you still find yourselves watching it.
Yeah, I know it is. You're exactly right. When I'm checking the scoreboards, the whole time I checked. Actually, I texted my wife before this match started. I said, "Let me know what Carthage did as soon as you find out."
They didn't finish until after this game started.
Yeah. I think they got fourth.
25-20. Here, I have it pulled up. I can tell you. I was watching, trying to make sure I could announce it. And they lost 25-22, 25-23 in a third-place game.
Okay.
And 25-22, 25-21 in the semifinals. So they played some really tight games today.
Yes.
That says a whole lot about your state championship, them fourth place.
For sure.
That says a lot about West Central Illinois volleyball.
It does. And I'm sure at some level, some people will look at our state championship and say, well, you're just 1A, whatever. But the fact that, we gave Carthage their only loss, and they're 2A and third place or fourth place, I guess. So, yeah, definitely, we just have a lot of pride in our area. You look at really some really good programs at the high school level and also at the junior high level, and it's not uncommon for someone from around here to bring home some hardware.
Well, your kids, I don't know if they played as good as they did this morning,
No.
but they played a pretty good weekend of volleyball.
Yeah, we did. I'm the biggest pessimist there is, and I'll be honest. After looking at the draw we had with Siegel St. Michael and looking at their record and looking at their their kind of their pedigree, so to speak, that I thought, this might be a one game and go home type of thing. But we played really well against them and just played flawlessly this morning.
You could have beat 4A schools this morning.
Yeah, right. We played really well. And then just, this afternoon, I think there was a little bit of nerves going on. Obviously, these guys have never played in the state championship before, and I think that was weighing on them a little bit. And had a few service errors and just a few kind of uncharacteristic, oh crap, this is probably the biggest game I ever played in my life type situation errors. But overall, again, I thought we took care of business when we needed to. Carrie was great again. I thought, just the whole group of them just did a little bit of everything.
I had her for 12 service points and 13 kills.
Yeah, that's not bad.
13 kills might have been a little high, a couple of them, but
right, sure.
But she, if there was an MVP of this tournament, it would be her.
Yeah, no question. She's a really good player, and the thing with the three girls, I think you're going to talk to here in a little bit. Kara and Jalen and Tegan, they played last year on the 7th grade team that qualified for the state tournament but didn't get to play as 6th graders. So They've got a lot of experience. They're only 7th graders, but they've got a lot of experience. And, 2 full years of playing in our system, they really have bought in and have done a great job. So it's exciting to see them have the success that they have had over the last 2 years, especially capping it off with with today.
Well, Coach, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to put them on camera.
Come
on down here, ladies.
They're definitely prettier than I am, and they probably are.
You can all stand here together. You can all stand here together. Come on down. I got to get you in position here so I can lock the camera once I see where you're going to stand.
Camera just broke, ladies.
Well, the camera worked fine all week, and now it stopped working.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm just kidding. Well, ladies, are we excited?
Yeah.
A little or a lot?
A lot.
I bet. Tegan, you had some key points there down the stretch of this championship game. You get down the end of these games. What's that pressure like? Is it worse at the end or worse at the beginning?
The end.
The end is more stressful than the start?
Yeah.
Even when you're leading?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because they can come back at any time. It could just be possible they could just come back.
So we got the 2 setters here, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys ever get mixed up whether you're supposed to be hitting or setting or anything, or does it just come natural to you?
At the beginning, it was confusing, but after that, it was fine.
So we have kind of a complicated system, and it's kind of I throw a lot at them, so it's not uncommon for them to be a little confused, because I'm sure I'm a little confused sometimes as well. But they're so versatile as players. I know this is not my interview right now.
No, that's fine. You have at it.
Yeah,
talk to them.
No, I mean they do a great job, and the versatility. And I talked about them a little bit before they came up here, the 3 of them, but. The versatility that they have, any of the 3 of them could be setters or hitters or passers. They do all 3. Even Jalen, little bitty Jalen over there, does a great job as a hitter. She just right
she
now,
had a kill.
Yeah, but passing and setting for us, and this is a good 3. You look at those great NBA teams, and they talk about having the big 3, and this is our big 3, and they do a really good job. And they've got a lot in their head. They know a lot about the game already at a young age. And like I said before, they played for us last year as 6th graders on the 7th grade team that qualified for state as well. And they just are kind of ahead of their years, not only in ability but also I think just in intelligence and understanding the game.
Well, Jalen, I had you down for 4 service points. You can hold on to the microphone so we want to make sure everybody at home can hear you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I had you down for 4 service points, and those came there in set 2, if I remember correctly, a little bit later in the game, kind of opened things up. That game was different than the first one. You guys kind of opened up early in the first set and then just cruised. This time they hung in a little bit longer. What was the mindset as you get farther into that game and have to figure out a way to get that lead?
I was nervous. I was definitely nervous, and I didn't. Sometimes I miss my serves. Sometimes I get them, but
yeah, you haven't missed very many serves this year, there, Jalen.
Yeah.
Well, that's you talk about these being your top 3, but that's the kind of attitude that you want, right? Because you might serve 8 out of 10, and she still thinks 8 out of 10 isn't good enough.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, and that, you talk about that second set. She got most of her service points. When depending on whether we get the serve at the beginning of the set or not, is Jalen's either our first server or she's our last server, and then that first set she was our first server, correct? And then the second set you were our last server, so you didn't get a chance to serve much. But as soon as she went back in that second set, and it was a situation where it was time to put them away. As soon as Jalen went back there as our really a key server for us, and Kara gets to the front row, I thought we're in really good shape, and that showed to be the case. Like you said, she got 3 or 4 in a row for us, and it was really kind of a turning point. I thought we're comfortable now, and we can go ahead and win this thing.
Well, one of the things you guys did better than anybody in this tournament was using Kara from the back row. You being the setter a lot are the one that sends that set to the back row. From your point of view, how beneficial is that, being able to set Kara in the back row?
Yeah, pretty beneficial.
Pretty beneficial.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the game then? We'll say that.
I definitely went offense, not defense. I mean, I like defense, but
you like throwing it in somebody's face instead of having somebody throw it at you? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that. That makes sense, doesn't it? Tegan, what's your favorite part before we get to Kara? You can go ahead and take the microphone.
Probably offense.
Offense.
Yeah.
Now, set and hit. You had 4 kills in this game too, and you had 4 this morning. So you like to set or do you like to hit more?
Probably hit.
I can't blame you there.
She likes to hit more.
Here, I had you for 13 kills in this game. I had you for 10 this morning. I told Coach before you got up here, if there was an MVP of this tournament, it'd probably be you. Do you feel some pressure knowing that they're going to try to set you in the back row? They're going to set you in the front row. How much added pressure is that? Do you feel that?
I feel a lot of pressure because, like, I don't want to be the one that misses all the spikes and then be the reason we lose. That's just.
I don't see that being a problem in the future. Do you see that being a problem?
I don't see that being a problem. The only pressure she has is the pressure she puts on herself because she's such a perfectionist and wants to be great. That's the pressure she feels. She also feels pressure from her family, who are also really good. We expect a lot of her. Yeah. So this is a good situation. You know, give me a Stevens and some other kids that can play a little bit, and we're going to have some success. So
I want to ask you something in particular that I saw. You there wasn't a whole lot of blocking this weekend on you. Maybe one block in the last set. There was none the first game or the first match against Siegel. There was a little bit this morning. Now, the Cheek came up and wanted to block you quite a bit. And I saw one hit that you hit out of bounds to the right that I thought maybe it looked like you were trying to be too finesse with it. And he hopped right off the bench. And then the next time you hit it right into the block, and she did get a block, but you didn't go for the lines as much. It looked like you tried to use the block after that. Is that something? Is that what he said to you, or did you just realize you needed to keep it in bounds?
I needed to keep it in bounds so we could start scoring, because it's better to hit it in the block than it is to hit it out.
Now, how do you change your philosophy when you finally get that block? Because Cheek can jump, and then also Vitztham, the number 12, was up there blocking a little bit too. They could both put up a decent block. Does your mindset change when you're hitting from the front row? Obviously from the back row, I don't know if it affects much.
The back row, normally I don't hit it in the block, I hit it over. In the front row, I kind of have to hit it to the corner so that it goes around their block.
So one thing I noticed today, I think this morning there was 4 of them, and this afternoon there was at least 3 or 4 where you're serving and you get the kill from a back row attack. I don't know. I mean, I've been covering volleyball games for newspapers and stuff for a long time. I don't remember anybody doing that more than once or twice a game, hardly ever. It seems like you're more effective hitting from the back row when you're serving. Does that keep you in the flow a little bit?
No, it's just I just hit it in the back when I'm serving. It doesn't really change anything the way I hit in the back row.
So you guys obviously got a championship. The high school team made it to state but didn't win. They got second. So is everybody happy, or are you going to go say, hey, we're all happy, but we did better?
Yeah.
Because you have a sister on the team, right?
Does.
So
yes,
what's that going to be like at home?
I will probably brag to her that I got first and she didn't.
So, Coach was talking about having a Stevens and a Rigg and a Van Beck and all these. You guys are a big 3. You're going to have 2 years with your sister on a team that is already pretty decent. You guys looking forward to getting to high school? I mean, you already know the system that Coach is going to have you put in. How exciting is it to see how good they are right now, and you guys can only add to that? Are you excited about that?
I played with my sister last year, and it was very fun, and she likes to boss me around a lot, but
she does.
She just wants to make me better.
For what it's worth, I was the older brother. You're always going to boss the younger siblings around. That's just how it is. So you might as well, even when you're 40, you're still going to get bossed around by your older siblings. So you might as well just suck it up and get used to it right now.
She's got 3 or 4 that are younger than her, so she's all right.
So you're okay. So you're like the middle. You get to boss some and be bossed. That's not all bad. So what do you take from this state championship? What's your feelings right now?
I'm just really happy that everyone was excited and we all got here together. And if one of us wasn't here, we probably wouldn't have made it.
You guys have a couple players, and I'll let each one of you talk about this if you want to. You have a couple players that don't play a whole lot. They're first-year players but then Elizabeth Hubbard came in this morning and served match point. The last 2 points, match point. She hasn't played before. You guys obviously have taken them into this team and made it exciting for them, and they're enjoying it. How cool is that to have everybody on the team play a part in what you did today?
It's pretty fun because they really love coming in and playing for us, and it's just you can see the smile on their faces when they come in, and it's good.
Well, Tegan, is there anything you want to say? Your mom and dad made a point to say that they wanted to support the broadcast and tell you that they loved you during the game. So I saw you give Dad a hug, right?
Yeah.
So was that kind of special, him putting a medal around your neck?
Yeah.
How many do you think he can do that 3 or 4 or 5 more times before this is over?
We're hoping to do it again next weekend, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
So how many of you guys play 8th grade?
We all do.
They all three. They all three start.
You all 3 start in 8th grade too.
Yep.
Well, they won't be nervous next week, right?
I would hope not. No. I would hope not.
The state championship thing's out of the way.
That's
it's all
right.
fun from here.
That's true.
All right, ladies, we'll let you get out of here. Is there anything you want to say to any of your fans? There was a huge number of people talking in live chat and stuff. Anything you want to say to anybody back home that maybe didn't get to be here to watch you?
Thanks for watching. Yep. Yeah.
All right, ladies, thank you very much. We'll let you go down and celebrate some more, okay?
Thank you.
So Tegan Rigg, Kara Stevens, and Jalen Van Beck, and good kids.
Yeah, they are. They are good in the classroom. Good in good in the hallways. They're just quality kids and good families, and it's good. It's a blessing for you to be able to coach those guys.
So, I never even thought about asking you who was started on your 8th grade team, but you guys are playing for another trip here on Monday night, aren't you?
Yeah, we do. We go all the way down to Carrollton, and we play Greenfield in the sectional, and those 3 are starters along with. We have 3 8th graders. We have 4 8th graders on the team. One of them has never played before, and she's, kind of like one of the other 2 kids. That 8th graders never played before.
Is that your phone?
Yeah. But the other 3, Kinsey Griswold and Adriana Starks and Riley Smith, pretty formidable, all at the 8th grade level as well. I think we're like, something like 18-2-1. I think we've lost to Menden, and that was without. That was one of the times when Kara she was out with a broken finger. And then we had Kara back, and we tied Menden in a kind of a weird tournament scenario where we only played twice and didn't play the 3rd one, so we tied them. And then we did lose to the Quincy high team, the Quincy junior high team, in the championship of the Quincy tournament. So 18-2-1, and I think we're pretty battle tested at that level as well. So hopefully we can make another little run. And I think the girls like staying in the hotel and like the success and those type of things. So we'll probably have plenty. Hopefully have plenty of T-shirts at the end of this thing.
Well, and that's the fun part about this, right? Is these kids get when you can be successful at this level, it helps your high school program because they have a taste of what it's like.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. And I'm glad you mentioned the state trophy too, because it's been just a great ride for the Southeastern this year with our boys and what our volleyball program has done, and it's been an awful good year.
You're the principal, obviously, and so there's more to this for you than just coaching, right?
Right, sure.
You watch and care about every kid in that high school and the junior high and so on. Obviously, you like this as a coach, but as an administrator, how special has this year been?
No, you're exactly right. We have the greatest administration team in the world, I think. Starting at the top with our superintendent, Mr. Fox, and then Kimberly Harrison and I tag team the principal job, and Kyle Rigg is the athletic director. Just a really solid. We really have good kids and good parents, and the last 2 years has been just a struggle and a drag for everybody. And the success we've had with our sports teams this year has come at the the best time. We were able to kind of get our mojo back and kind of get all kinds of school spirit. We're having dress-up days and pep rallies. It seemed like almost every other day. The last 3 weeks or so with the boys and the girls, and it's just coming at a great time. It's sometimes February, March, April kind of drags on, but it's gone so fast, and being able to cheer for and root on teams. Our hallways are filled with blue and gold streamers, and our lockers are filled with all kinds of all kinds of things supporting all of our organizations and all of our even all the way down to Scholastic Bowl and our band chorus kids and things like that. So it's been a great kind of bounce back here, so to speak, being able to kind of do some more things, a lot more than we've been able to do the last couple of years. So you're exactly right. The timing of this has been spectacular as not only a coach but as an administrator and just as someone who loves our school and loves kids and really has felt for the last couple of groups that haven't been able to have the experience that this group has had.
Let's talk about the administration. You talked about how great the administration is. I've been working at the Macomb Journal for back in the late 90s. The core group of people that are now administrators were coaches and everything. You've been at Southeastern. I mean, all of you guys have been there for a long time.
We have.
And instead of becoming a superintendent or becoming a principal and then a superintendent at some other school, Mr. Fox stays there. Instead of you becoming a teacher and a coach and going somewhere else, you're the principal there.
Right.
How special is that?
No, it's good. It's going back even further. I graduated from Southeastern back in 1991, so I was away for 4 years at Bradley University getting my chemistry degree, and I came back as a math and science teacher and have never left. And it's something that Mr. Fox and I talk about a lot. Just the fact that and especially obviously him, he's probably one of the best, if not the best, superintendent in the state, I think. And I think a lot of people would agree with that. Just with everything, just been a rock star going through everything we've gone through all the way back from the fire in 2006 all the way up to present. But we always talk about how especially him, he could go anywhere he wanted to and make a lot more money. But we always talk about the grass. They say you think it's greener, and a lot of people make mistakes and think it's greener on the other side. And he's just had a good situation. We have and like you said, the core has been pretty solid and have gone through the ranks. And we've been teachers and coaches and now administration. So it is I'm absolutely beyond blessed to be there and continue to be there and have a career here. And I'm looking at he's done in maybe next year, I think, and then I'm done. I got about 5 or 6 more years, and so it's hard to think that I'm old enough to do that. But I know my gray hair and everything else shows that I am old enough to do that. So, but it'll be something that'll be be hard to walk away from if whenever that time comes. But it's been like I said, a real blessing to be able to just share my professional life with not only all the great students, all the great players, but also the adults and the faculty and the staff and all those things. So it's when you stop and ponder those things, you're really, again, keep using blessed, but that's the only word I can think of.
Well, the best thing I have seen all year was when you guys were going to state and you had Mr. Frey come back and talk at the pep rally. But the coolest thing I thought was the superintendent is the one out there leading the way.
Right.
I mean, I've been to tons of pep rallies. Tons of them.
Right.
He's the only superintendent that I've seen out there in front of the student body and pushing and yelling and getting with them and excited.
Right, no question. He'll tell you that if he didn't go into education, he was going to go to DJ school. So got a little bit of that blood in him too. So he spins the tune for us at games and things like that, and obviously leads by example and is a great leader for us. And again, it's going to be a sad day next year when he decides to hang it up. But hopefully, and he'd tell you this too. Hopefully, he has put things into place that we can kind of keep the ship rolling and go. And obviously, a very, very well deserved.
Is he really old enough?
I don't know.
He's not really old.
I don't know.
I mean, just because you're able doesn't mean you're really old enough to quit, right?
No, that's true. And I don't know how he keeps his hair so black either, because mine is almost white.
Do you think it's really stays that
black?
There's
got to be some.
Is he helping?
There's got to be some products.
Yeah. I saw him the other day. I barely even recognized. He looks younger now with that black hair than he did back in the day. So I'm with you. I think he needs to be some product endorsement stuff going on. That's what I think.
That's a fact.
And you and I obviously do not care about that.
That's true too. Yes.
But at any rate, Coach, congratulations on a state championship.
Very
not your
exciting.
first one, obviously, but
no, it's the third actually. We've had 3 of these, and this was, I think, I was talking to Angela and Keela, going to eat lunch, and I think this was the 7th state championship game that I've been able to have the privilege of coaching in, and I think we've got 3 now, 3 up and 4 down. So, and of course, one of them is the high school, and then 6 in the junior high ranks. But this one's a little surprising for me. I didn't really going into the year think this was necessarily a possibility, but this was really a good one for us.
That says something about the kids, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Just really good. Really played well and really bought in and did a good job for sure.
And they, this one is one. You've won 3. They don't get any less exciting, and
no,
you've got a chance at one more week getting another one.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I think it's going to take a pretty good team to beat us, and I don't know. We'll see. We got to definitely give it a shot, and who knows? We may go out and lay an egg on Monday and be done. But it's been a remarkable year either way.
Well, Kenny Suter will be in at Carrollton on Monday night, and when you guys win on Monday, we'll figure out how we'll get the state tournament covered.
All right, that sounds good.
All right.
Awesome.
So that's Tim Kerr talking to us here on the post-game show. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
All right. Thanks again.
We'll let him get out of here, and that'll about do it for our coverage from Clinton, Illinois, Clinton Junior High School. The IESA Class 1A state champions are the Southeastern Suns, and they defeated St. Mary's Saints from Pontiac. So for this young man sitting beside me who went down, where's your medal at? Devin went down and got him a medal. It's in his pocket. Want to make sure you didn't lose it, right? I appreciate your help, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And for everybody at home watching, we appreciate you as well. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with Southeastern Volleyball Monday for the sectional final from Carrollton. Until then, we'll see you down the road.